This is how you put on a silver swan blade and take it off. So, for demonstration purposes, I will just put it back on and then take it off and put it back on. So, as you can see in there, sorry, the tripod's in the way. Okay, so, as you can see in there, can you? Well, crap. Okay, let me wait for it to focus. Okay, so, didn't quite focus, but in there, you can see the holes now. There's holes in the rotor, and what you want to do is stick a screwdriver in there. Now, the one part you want to be very careful of is the windings, because if you nick one, you will, cut the wire, and then it's shorted, and then you'll have to have it, rewound, and that's pretty expensive. Unless you want to rewind it anyways, then go ahead, hit the winding. But if you don't want to have it rewound, then don't hit the winding. Since I've already taken the blade off, you can just see it's a, this is a dual bearing. You can also do this on a single bearing. Some of them, you have to actually get a threaded screw and put it in, like, this one. Don't put it in this one, because, put it on the left side always. Or, you can check, just, like, take both screws off. Look to see which one doesn't hit the winding, and then put the screw in the one that doesn't hit the winding, so it'll go straight to the rotor, because you want to lock the rotor to turn it. And how you take it off is you basically turn it the same way as it would, like, turn as spinning. So basically this way. When you put it on, you put it the opposite, because when it runs, you have pressure on here, and so it tightens every time it runs. There's my bigger one that I have on my bigger motor, but yeah. And there's the bullet, if you were wondering. So, let me just put it on, and I'll show you. Yeah, you gotta be very careful to not hit the windings. Come on. Okay, there. So basically, what I'll do is I'll look in here, and then I'll just stick it in there. Like, push it down. You don't have to apply that much pressure. Just when you're putting it on or taking it off, make sure that you, oh yeah, and also when you put it on, oh yeah, in the Silver Swans, all this stuff around here, this one doesn't have that much because it's balanced pretty well. But if you see any of the, let me get my 12-inch. My 12-inch blade has it. If you see any of this, let me turn on the flashlight so you can see. Okay, if you see any of this, do not wash that off. That is balancing. That's like some stuff that they put in there to balance the blade, because it's pretty hard to balance this. So let me go put this back and I'll get onto the video. Now, luckily people told me before I opened it up, so I knew what I was doing. And just if you have a swan or a silver swan, just be careful with that. So what I'll have to do is line it up, put it on, and what you want to do is hold this. Just make sure it doesn't go loose and hit any windings. Just turn it this way to tighten it. Oh, you can see it grab. And you just want to turn it, keep on turning it, and then you don't have to apply too much pressure once it gets tight, but yeah, there. You just pull it out. Be careful not to hit the windings out. Just pull it out, like, slowly, or even look, so that way you don't nick the windings. And then, yeah, this is a dual bearing, so you don't have to worry about this. But on the single bearing one, they have a shaft that goes through basically the bearing, and there's a little slot. You have to make sure that that shaft is in the slot. If it doesn't, just what you'll do is just look to see if the oscillator turns. If it doesn't turn, then you gotta take the blade off, or just take the gearbox out and just mess with it until you'll see it click. Once that thing turns with the blade, then you're okay, and then you can put the gearbox back on. So that's it. And my 12-inch is missing it, sadly. It's missing the chrome bullet. These are pretty hard to find. And yeah, finding a blade for one of these is like ridiculously hard. I have taken the motor apart, but I don't know what's causing this problem. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. I will show after probably about 2 weeks. I will show a video of how to take it off on a single bearing, but that's just what I want to show you. So hopefully you enjoyed and you found this very informational. Sorry about my rambling, but yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.